Okay. So, I've been kind of thinking for a while. We're gonna get the intro? Let's watch the intro this time. Let's get the copyright strike. And then I'll explain. Okay, I think I need to make it a little quieter. A little quieter, like that. That's probably good enough. Okay. That doesn't seem to be what I wanted. Okay. So, those who watched the last few Final Fantasy 7/8s may have noticed I was very on edge because I hit a brick wall in the game and I was trying to fix it with grinding and digging myself deeper and deeper in a hole. So I finally understand why people don't like FF8. I really love the ideas they've got going on here as far as the junction system and the Guardian forces. But it has, in the process of doing that, it commits what I consider to be kind of the cardinal sin of turn-based RPGs. So I don't know if I've ever laid it out thoroughly. I've mentioned it before, but I think I should really lay out thoroughly my theory of kind of good RPG design. And this partly comes from being a GM for D&D and Rifts and such for, gosh, I started GMing badly Rifts when I was in elementary school, and I didn't even have the Rifts core book. All I had was a copy of Rifts World Book 1 that I stole from my brother, and we kind of reverse engineered rules from the stat blocks and ran games as vampire hunters. Um, no, we did it all wrong, but fairly early on, I realized in an RPG that there are two things that are most important. The first is that you're playing a role. You have to have some character role to embody. This is actually part of the thing that I have trouble with Baldur's Gate, because while Baldur's Gate does have some interesting characters and some interesting character roles, the way it gives you a very high stakes problem that begs to be resolved instantly, and then forces you to do open world exploration before the in-story explanation for why you don't actually have to rush is given to the characters, makes it very hard, for me at least, to embody any character that gets made in that game. Because if I am way more aggressive than the game mechanics demand you be. So you need to have a good role to embody, which this does. And you need to have a story to tell, which this does. I like the character you embody, Squall. Like, he's a whiny emo teenager. I love him. He's such a shit. He needs to get beaten up so badly. The whole game is great. But alongside that, mechanically, I think that there's one additional requirement that you have, especially for video games. I believe that grinding distracts from the story. So, for a video game RPG, in my opinion, if you understand the game mechanics and you're playing the game normally, you should not need to stop to grind. The game should progressively get harder, but you should be able to use your knowledge and mastery of mechanics to beat the game's challenges at any point you're at, given proper utilization of the tools you have. And then everything else, all of kind of your side equipment grinding, all of your collectibles, and the actual level grind, slash in this game draw grind, should be there if you don't understand the mechanics. And kind of as a basic fallback for this sort of genre, especially, if you don't really understand the mechanics and you need the game to be easier, you should be able to just kind of grind to become strong enough that you can power through the game. And this is where Final Fantasy VIII catches you off, caught me off, and a couple people tried to warn me about it, and I was like, don't spoil it. And oh my god, egg on my face. Sorry. Sorry, Kate. Sorry, everyone. Oh my gosh. But yeah, the way that enemies are tied to your level and strength means that as you gain levels, you need to be more adept at using the game mechanics rather than less. Which meant that we got ourselves stuck in a moment because I hadn't really fully grasped draw and junctioning as I should have until that point in kind of the middle of disc 2, where I was just not able to competently play the game. And my instinct to grind my way out made it worse. So after a lot of back and forth and thought, I have decided that the best course of action here is to restart Final Fantasy VIII, which I have. So, yay. Well, I haven't, but I'm going to in a moment. It's not the first time that I've had to restart a game because I hit a wall with it. Final Fantasy 1, I hit a wall with because of uh, how I set my party initially. I had fun with it, and then I got all the way to the final boss before I had troubles. And I talked to some people who knew Final Fantasy 1, and they looked at my situation. They said, "Oh yeah, you can beat this. You just have to spend a good like 4 or 5 hours grinding to gain levels, and then once you hit this level, you should be fine." And I'm just like, it would be less painful to me to restart the game with the proper party composition and play the whole game again. So I did. And this is the same sort of thing. I could probably grind my way out of where I was with 4 or 5 hours of proper draw grind and junction. But I think I would rather go to GameFAQs, look at recommendations, and start the game over and follow those this time. So I've done my I'm blind, let's go game, and it's wrecked. So now we're going to do my I have the guide and walkthrough by Split Infinity, version Hot Adea from the 28th of February, 2011 of the Common Era. Come subscribe to my videos for better games experience. Probably won't. Oh, actually has his name. Author Damir Kolar. So yay, if you're watching, that is you. So I've got that guide. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to basically follow it. At the very least until we get to where we left off. Maybe further, maybe I'll try to break free of it. But little forewarning, after the intro and everything, after a little bit of runaround and introduction, you get to um where is it? Before Ifrit, we're going to be stopping and doing a lot of grinding, basically. There's a huge list of stuff that you should just take the time to grind at the very beginning. And so we'll be doing that before we even go to Ifrit. So, yay! We're going to commit the cardinal sin again. Let's get copyright struck for this beautiful opening. Okay, it's great. I don't even get struck. It's just a claim. It just bothers me to have other people's ads on my videos when I try and make them ad-free on VOD. I'll be here. Why? I'll be waiting here. For what? I don't know what the copyright deadlock technique is. Hey, look, it's Hadadea. And hey, look, the guy in the coat with the gun sword. That's probably going to be you, Death's-Head. I toyed with naming everyone the same as my other playthrough too, but, like, we accidentally set things up so that the canon ship the game is presenting us with was between a character named for my oldest son and a character named for me. And I'm like, ew, let's not. Oh my gosh. Uh, Louie Louie. Oh, I don't know that song enough. Like, guess let's sing Louie Louie over this. That's horrible. Hey, Cassie. Although I think should maybe offer you the opportunity to nix getting Squall named after you with the understanding that the kind of main couple of this game involves some heavily implied NTR. Um, how are you feeling? Let's say my forehead hurts because just got fucking. Yeah, I'm restarting. You missed my whole blurb about that. Gosh, I did like a 10-minute rant about that. How are you feeling? Oh, my forehead hurts. And NTR, it's Niatare, the it's cuckoldry. The the main character is totally hot for this chick who is totally banging another guy that he hates for like the start of the game. You'll see. It's great. I love it. It's such a teenage this game is teenage drama. I love it. My forehead hurts. Of course it does. You got stabbed with a sword. That's why we picked that. No kidding. Looks like your eyes are focusing. Should be fine. Say your name for me. Welp. Last chance to nix it. Wait. Okay, we're gonna have to shorten your name because your name is too long. So what I can do is go like my headcanon for the full name of your character in Sahil's Fantasia game, where I think of your name and reinterpret it as Death S Head, like first name Death, last name Head, middle name Samuel. That looks lame. Let's just go Death. That is suitably edgelord for this character. You know that's gonna make you Quistis, right, Cassie? I'm not doing my polls like I normally do in this. Why don't you take it easy in training? Next time you might not be so lucky. Tell that to Seifer. That Seifer won't listen to anyone. Hey! Queen Alina! It's orange on my stream. Why don't you ignore him? I can't just run away. You want to be cool, huh? Well, don't get hurt in the process. Let's see, your instructor is Quistis. Oh, that's right, you don't get to name. Do I get to name her? I don't think you get to name Quistis. Quistis, come get your student. Yes, his injury's not serious. He'll probably leave a star. Right, now come by. Hi, mysterious woman. Death, so we meet again. Yeah, I forget if you get to rename her. You get to name a lot of them. I wish to once again remind you that I played this game when it first came out while I was dating a gal in high school who looked like Quistis. Looks less like Quistis now. She's gotten a little bit more style, but gosh, I cannot see Quistis and not think freshman year of high school, Lisa. I knew it'd be either you or Seifer. Come on, let's go. Today's the field exam. We have to grind for several hours after doing all of this, and then uh yeah, death is something on your mind. Not really. Ha ha ha. What's so funny? Funny, no, it's not that. I'm just happy. I feel like I'm beginning to understand my student a little, that's all. I'm more complex than you think. Then tell me. Tell me more about yourself. It's none of your business. When I'm not having to deal with the consequences of their decisions on leveling, this game is great. Yeah. Quistis, good morning, class. Let's start with today's schedule. There have been rumors flying around since yesterday. No, we're not cheating for the first hour this time. We're actually stopping and grinding for the first hour again. The field exam for seed candidates will begin later this afternoon. Those not participating and those who failed last week's written test are to remain here in study hall. Field exam participants will have free time until the exam. Godspeed, ambulance. Just make sure you're in top condition. Meet in the hall at 1600 hours. I'll announce the team's assignments there. Any questions? Oh, and Seifer. Do not injure your partner while training. Be careful from now on. Field exam participants, I'll see you all later. And Death, I need to talk to you. You better show some courtesy to Instructor Trep. Yeah. Normally I do the whole poll thing and let chat decide among the redeems. And I have a whole backlog, but I think I'll hit the backlog for GFs and let, chat just name people. You haven't been to the fire cavern yet, have you? You'll be able to take part in today's seed exam if you don't pass the prerequisite. I was gonna go this morning, but Seifer. Do you have a good excuse? Not really. Then let's get going. If you're not too confident yet, you can review your studies at the study panel. I'll be waiting at the front gate. Come down when you're ready. Access the study panel from your seat, or in the alternate window where you have... What's the dude's name? I've scrolled down. Fuck it. Where do you have the FAQ open? I said his name earlier. Yeah, there's a lot of girlfriends. I like calling them girlfriends because it's so funny. I'm so jealous. I should take up that subject too. So there's our little lesbian. Should anything happen to Inspector Trep, the Treppies will get you back. There's our other one. Okay, have a yummy Wendy's. Alone with Instructor Trep. And the other guy. You know what? Sure, yes, the other guy is also a lesbian. It's like Cis Boy Barbie. This edition. Oh, so I remember when I was like, I wonder what happens if you go down here earlier. Well, they actually have a gate shut, so we can't. I'm late. Hi, Selfie. Wah. Wah. Okay, I might have to name Selfie after Sahil after making that wah sound. I know you've rebranded. She'll always be Cis Boy Barbie to me, Queen Melina. Always. Are you okay? There. Hee, I'm fine. Sorry, I was in kind of a hurry. Oh yeah, did you come from that class? Is homeroom over? Oh no! This place is so much bigger than my last garden. Oh hey. Give me a quick tour? I don't have the time. That's a bummer. Too bad. See ya. I'm gonna say no to giving you the tour because I don't wanna. Okay. We now have some cards. The guide recommends not playing card games for a while until we get more strong cards, and using them mostly as a source of draw materials and harvesting AP. So it's time to officially go to slot 2 for attempt 2. Haha. So come on. We need to get we need to get our thing and then get a bunch of AP. Not that movie we're gonna go see, say the girls. Going into town for a movie. Nice breeze, beautiful sun. I think I'll just fall asleep on the side of the road. I love the background music in this game and the environments. Like, I've said it before, but this game can't draw yet. This game is it's great. The music is great. The environments are great. The characters, yeah, they're edgy teenagers and the middle and the like too young for things horny teacher that is inappropriate to them, but that's great. That's fun. They're all terrible and stupid. Death, you're forgetting something. Your girlfriend. Okay. So, oh, I need to get my name list. And I actually updated my name list. So, I have Cassie. I'm going to put Cassie into a character unless Cassie's already in my name list. So if I go down to my names, I'm going to skip Cassie's BF because that's reserved for Odin. So our big birdie GF, not raid, pole. Quez is going to be Potato, Lightning, Fail Sun, Murder Bot, or Quez. And I'm just going to do a quick 1-minute poll. Let me know. Let me know what you're thinking. And then we'll have another poll shortly for Shiva. I don't know who put the Murderbot in my name list. If you spend enough shinies, that will certainly be the case, Queen Nalina. You throw enough shinies behind it and no one can counter you. Well, that sounds like a skill issue, obviously. But it does seem that it is. Potato. And now we're going to have the same poll again. For Shiva this time. And it's going to be Lightning, Failsun, Murderbot, Choo Choo, or Shiva. And apparently Death's Head was already on my name list, so there's a Death's Head hanging out in reserve on my name list still. Potato 2, Potato 3, Potato 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's only 16 girlfriends. It could theoretically be possible to spam Potato and name every girlfriend Potato 1, Potato 2, Potato 3. We're not going to, but it could definitely happen. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be Choo Choo by virtue of one person voting. Yay, whoever voted. And there's even a hyphen. just for you. Rip, Cassie. I have a few things to explain before we head off. Girlfriends give us strength. The stronger the girlfriend, the stronger we become. So here's a brief explanation on junctioning a girlfriend that you can skip by pressing one of these buttons. Everything okay till now? You can always check back by accessing the tutorial. When we get to the fire cavern, I'll explain how to junction magic. Use the command to draw during battle to stock magic from your enemies. Be sure to have some stocked. Ready to go? Are we ready to go? More like, are we ready to grind? So, the idea here, we have a list of abilities that we're supposed to learn before the cave for the easy times. And along the way, we're expected to be able to gain enough levels to get enemies with better magic in their draw list so that we can draw them. So we're going to be going into GF mode, into junction mode. And what's my recommendation for who to junction? At this point, it doesn't matter. So we need to junction, I think it's potato to you with magic draw item. And you get Choo Choo. We will never use the GF button. I keep hitting the wrong button. Yeah, well, we'll learn them. So we now need to make sure we're learning our junction abilities first. And then we go... I have it in slot 2. That's going to annoy me. And now we basically just go to the very coastline. And there's an enemy here that will give us 6 AP when we fight it. And we just fight that enemy over and over again until we learn all of the abilities. And then once we start getting the next class of enemies, we draw a bunch. But we should probably draw here anyway. So we will. And this is going to be the next couple hours. Is basically just doing this. I hope you're excited. Yeah, this is a fun and interesting system if it didn't break that cardinal rule of JRPGs of grinding needing to be optional to make the game easier rather than needed to play. I absolutely have no mind about that. I kind of wish I could tab out and listen to other things too. Cause yeah, we're just drawing Blizzard. We draw Blizzard until there's no more Blizzard. And then we get to draw Sleep until there's no more Sleep. And then we don't need to draw Scan until there's no more Scan because, like, I don't think we actually get any benefits from junctioning Scan to anything. Yeah, it's doing that. I have no idea how not to. I stopped caring ages ago. You get to see that Will is playing American Truck Simulator. Oh no. Will, Wiz. Why do I always accidentally call Wiz Will for some reason, just because I knew a couple of guys named Will once. They're pretty cool. No, the really embarrassing ones, every now and then one of my friends will start playing an obvious porn game, and I go, oh, well, now the whole internet knows that you're playing Sakura Spirits. No shame. You do you. But it is still kind of funny. I should probably try to figure out how to make that not happen. Oh, well. How many times do I have to draw? Probably 20 times, roughly. How many times have I drawn for each person? I forget. Get the magic from the fish. Suck the blizzard energy from the fish. I think one way that you could definitely make this better is have this sort of action be like an item you get. So like you just kill the fish and then you get your blizzards and such from their bodies. That would be a little bit less tedious. I suppose I should probably kill this batch of fish soon and heal up. HP is getting a little low. Hey, you're full on blizzard. So we can start picking up sleep. Or we finish getting Death's Head blizzards, and then we'll just kill them. Dum bum bum. 4 sleeps. Oh, I'm not supposed to be getting sleep with you yet. Draw. Blizzard. We're full on Blizzard. Okay. In that case, let's start killing these fishies. That's not the right button. That's the right button. Okay. These fish actually have a few hit points. That's worrisome. I think we're gonna be fine, but it's worth keeping in mind that they actually have some HP. Mistimed that, so I didn't get the bullet in the fishy face. And there we go, we got it that time. Bum, bum, ba, da, da, da. Okay. So now we can junction. These two and be a little bit better. Potion them both up. Save for safety in slot 2. And then our next fight we'll go ahead and fill up on sleep, and then we're just killing them until the GFs gain their abilities. So, stock sleep. It says you're gonna fill up so fast on sleep because you already have magic stocked. Or magic junction. And apparently your magic stat affects how much magic you draw. Oh, if we focus our draw on this, only this one, does the other one not wake up? Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, that's not actually that interesting. It's just, oh, hey, we only have to deal with one of the two fishies at a time. Oh. No, we do have to deal with the other one. It's just not above the... It's just not flying yet. Which means, looks like it means it's a little bit weaker. Looks like it does like 5 or 6 more damage when it's up in the air, so we're still getting some benefit from focusing our fire here. Nope, I'm wrong. It's exactly the same. Bum, 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 bum. God, I could not get magic gas station out of my head. Just stick the hose in the fish and suck it dry of sleep. That's great. The image in my head is so stupid. I love it. Oh my gosh. Would you stop eating Quistis's kneecaps? She needs those. How will she, like, inappropriately step on her students without her kneecaps? Okay, you're full up. Why don't you throw a potion on our boy so he doesn't die, and then we'll just kill the fish. But no, he still has to. Death still has to draw some sleep. So I guess at this point, Quistis, you can start smacking the fish. By which I mean draw and cast Blizzard. You do that on the other one, just in case. Hey, it also takes it takes less damage down there. Okay, so we just want them up here. Okay, draw, Blizzard, cast on the fish. Draw Blizzard, cast on the fish. Draw Sleep, stock it. Oh, nope! Different combat encounter, same enemy. We killed them to heal because we almost died. Now, we're, at the Sleep Magic gas station. There's a question of if Quistis will kill this last fish with Blizzard before or after Death fills up on Sleep. I'm feeling like it might be before. Because we just got a couple of crits on Blizzard in a row. Yeah. So... out of curiosity, how much do you need? Okay, we need 50 to gain each ability, it looks like, and we're gonna get 6 from each of these fights, so 9 fights. We'll do it. Well, time to go. Fight the same enemy again? Yep. But we're almost into just kill it mode. Because, yeah, that should be almost full on Sleep. By which, and by almost, I mean actually full up. Let's go. So many button clicks to cast Blizzard. At least the ATB bar keeps refilling while we do. I think this fish is resistant to Blizzard, so we'll just whip it. Okay. We're actually kind of close to out of potions, and then I guess when that happens, we head into town and sell these fish fins and see how much money we get. See if we get enough to replenish potions. Well, at this point, we're just in attack mode, so... There you go, you're out. I have a theory that you might be resistant to things that happen while you're in the ground, so let's see if we get that 130 here. Nope. That one fish was just very weak to its own magic for some reason. I need to get better at my timing for the crit hit. There we go. Quistis is just consistently stronger than Death's Head, but Death's Head can get a crit with every hit if I'm pulling the trigger right. And I guess that makes sense because Quistis is the instructor. Well, yay, AP grind. So exciting. That was 4 packs of fish. And it's 9 per ability, and there's like 10 abilities to get. Oh my god. This... You have to spend some time, get some quality time with the enemies, the fact says. I wouldn't mind spending quality time with the enemies if they were interesting. A flying fish is not very interesting. That's okay. I just finished. I got to read the Bookworm pre-pub earlier, so we can, I don't know, talk about Bookworm. Does anyone in my chat read a sentence of the Bookworm? Or is it just me? I feel like this one random loser turned a lot of people off to it by reading a chapter, a POV chapter of one of the early books. So it's not from the main character's point of view, it's from someone else's point of view, I do believe. And it mentions that the main character's only friend before her life is a childhood friend who's like kind of a weird, perverted creep. And like, they're like, see, it's a perverted sex novel just like all the other isekais, instead of properly recognizing that the main character is an oblivious weirdo who can only befriend weirdo losers. Which is a baseline for the development of her character throughout, like, everything. Yay! Our GF's leveled up. I don't think they learned their new ability, though. Nope, we still have 3 more fights before they learn their ability. But yeah, I need more friends who read Bookworm and are caught up. It's like Zoe reads Bookworm, but Zoe's stuff. Death, do you still remember? Yes, we know RB is the trigger. Pull it as you strike. Yeah. Same for Ren and Zoken. Yay, new enemy. I should probably check our draw list. What can we draw here? Something unknown. What is our unknown? Fire. Not immediately useful, but let's just stock fire. New enemy, new gas station. And this enemy's not going to give 6 AP, so it's not going to give me my benefits. Yeah. It certainly does not help that it's like 30-some books long, and each book is like 500 pages or something. Like, they're light reads, but they're long reads. But it's so good. Like, she starts with nothing but a love for books in a new world where she is illiterate and poor and a literal baby. And to give you a sense of where it goes, in this particular chapter, she just had one of the potential ducal heirs of one of the most powerful duchies in the kingdom turn around and go, yeah, no, you say the word and I will use my army to make you king so you can pursue the man that you love. And she's going, wait, what man do I love? No, what man do I love? And then she remembered, oh right, everyone thinks I'm in love with this guy. Yeah, no worries. It's good. It's a good story. Okay, let's kill these, because I was kind of not planning to be sitting around doing the gas station right now. And fire won't behoove us too much in our next area anyway. So let's just get these bugs out of the way. Common JP. out of our 20 does this give me? No items. 2 AP. It does just mean that we have 2 fish fights. Yeah. Okay, fishies. Let's go. You have nothing that we care about. So we're just gonna attack you. Please don't crit hit me with 60 damage. I'm putting off going back to the town. And if you're dead, you don't gain any XP, and your girlfriends don't get any AP. So please don't kill Death. Is a sentence that I just said. Please don't kill Death. Let's use that last potion to cure Death, so that we don't have Death die. As much as I would love for Death to throw off a Resokin right now. According to the fact, if we follow through this grind, the allegedly unstoppable enemy that we have to face in the first mission proper will die to a single Resokin. If we can full combo the Resokin, which shouldn't be too bad. Okay, 6 by 2 is 12, plus 2 is 14, so we actually do still need 3 fish fights. Ugh. We'll head towards town. I have tents in case of an emergency, but I'd like to avoid them. Okay, you're one of the ones that's weak against ice. That's what I like to see. Oh, I see. The 120 is definitely just a crit. Okay. Laser Eye, that one. Because that's your limit break. Nice. Nearly 200 damage from that limit break. They really are the damage sources in this game. And that ice also did 200 damage. Oh, that was beautiful. Okay. Let's see if we can get to town without dying or needing to use a tent. Yes, we can. Woohoo! Shopkeeper. Was in an awkward position to get to with the Steam controller. Shopkeeper. Is there another shop that I can talk to? Because that shop isn't cooperative. There's a junk shop, so you don't actually help. This is a shop. Okay, that's what I want. Good. So we've got... Okay, enough for 10 potions, but we didn't actually make a profit on that trip. We did have 5 grand in our pocket. Let's get Quist's Thunder. And then where's an inn? There should be an inn near here that we can go to. Let's stay the night at the lovely Balam Hotel. Oh my gosh, there's a cutscene! Okay, no, it's not a cutscene. It's just... Is the implication that we just encountered that these two just fucked? I got that vibe of like Quistis leaning out the window at the balcony smoking a cigarette. Because Quistis is the sort of person who would totally take her postcoital cigarette on the balcony to avoid getting fines in the room. Well, back to fighting fish. Or whatever is here. Just one of you. Note there's just one of you. You can become a fire gas station for the time being. Because we will soon have another thing to junction. And I think fire is going to be our better junction point for that. One good thing is, this should be our only real big draw grind from enemies, because it sounds like from the fact later on we will be getting abilities that will let us capture enemies as cards and then turn those cards into piles of powerful magic. So, yay. That's exciting. And a side mechanic that I was kind of intending not to mess with. Like, I saw that and went, well, I'm not going to really worry about it. But apparently, it's the best way to get magic. Until like the late game. and there's nothing I saw that told me about it. I mean, I guess we could stop and read the tutorial in the computer and see if it actually says something about it, but I don't think it does. Yeah, apparently the big like strategy is to desynthesize items and cards and get a bunch of powerful spells to junction. So it's really only right here that we need to gas station from these enemies. And we're probably gas stationed enough, considering that we have other options to do that. Oh yay! We have our GFs level up. Woohoo! Okay. So that means that we need to decide our new abilities. Well, they leveled up. They didn't gain their new abilities yet. You are not going to be 5 AP. You're going to be 1 AP each. And you're not really worth it. So we're going to run away. I want fishies. Give me fish. You're not gonna be fishies. Okay, you're new. You might be interesting. What do you give us? You have a new thing. So we'll see what it is. Hey, Cure! That saves us having to go... Actually, that saves us having to go spend money, so we might want to refuel gas here on the Cure. We found the Cure pump. Let's go! Pump this strange tentacle monster for all of its delicious Cure juice. There's nothing really exciting to say. That's just what we're doing now, is we're sucking all the cures out of this flying tentacle monster. I mean, I guess that's one really good... That's another good thing in this game's favor, is the enemy designs are weird and interesting. Like, yeah. Okay, we've had, so far in our random encounters, flying fish, giant bugs. Those aren't too dramatically cool. And now we have this floppy manta ray tentacle monster thing that's just desperately flapping its little wings to try not to fall and collapse on the ground. And we're just here draining its energy to hook it in to one of our girlfriends later. Either our big eldritch abomination girlfriend, Potato, or our scantily clad ice girlfriend, Choo Choo. Oh. The worst thing is I remember doing this as a kid and going, oh, this is so cool. But it's really not. What the heck was wrong with, like, 13-year-old Barb? Seriously. I mean, okay, yeah, part of it was definitely that she was playing a game where she basically got to spend the bulk of the game watching someone that looked like her girlfriend hit things with a big whip. But, like, I remember she legitimately thought this gameplay was compelling. I don't know what was wrong with her. Like, okay, I think the system is interesting, but the actual gameplay implementation is so dull. Like, hi, we're sitting here just drawing from this one enemy until we have a full stack of cure. And anything less than this is just a stupid idea. And I know that, like, the item desynthesis wasn't it, because I didn't do any of that. Like, legitimately, little Barb just sucked magic and then spammed magic the entire game. Hey, how is Blizzard happen against you? Zero damage. Good to know. You don't do much. The Blizzard don't do much against you. But dang, does hitting you with a whip do a lot. Will Aquistus whip this thing into shape before Death can fill up on Cure? No. Get gunbladed. Well, just bladed because I hit the button too late. Get bladed. Woohoo. Sword slash to the chest and you're on fire. For 1 AP, not worth it. What are you? You're not enough AP to be worth fighting. Go away. We're here for the fish. Also, I should take a moment and check if we have any better. So, Cure is actually better to equip to Spirit than Blizzard was. So let's take that full stack of Cure and kill people with it. It's actually kind of annoying because Cure is one of the spells I want to use. Struck first! Oh no! Get blizzarded. Love that 219 stack. Beautiful. That 219 damage from that one blizzard. So good. Come on, give me another 219. 52. Lame. I have to hit like 5 button presses. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 button presses to cast Blizzard from the fish. Two plus a timed button press to do the same damage from the Gunblade. Quistis, do better. Your button press economy is terrible. There we go. 191 is acceptable. That's still like 50 damage per 2 button presses. Now, Potato and Choo Choo have learned their things, which means we have to go manually set them, because otherwise it tries to improve the summon magic, which is bad. So let's go Vitality Junction for Potato, and Vitality Junction for Choo Choo. And now that we have those ability HP Junction here, we can put Cure on it for Quistis, and then Death's Head now has Strength Junction, which is going to be Blizzard. So now Death's Head can do even more damage, which means we can kill these fishies faster. And we, once again, need 9 fishy fights to gain our next power. Yay. Well, let's draw and cast Blizzard. There we go, a whole 20 more damage from having that junctioning. Wow, so powerful. That's because our spells aren't very powerful to junction with right now. Oh, 121. That's not bad. I think they actually do take and deal more damage when they're out in the air. It's just the damage outputs weren't high enough to really notice until now. Because yeah, out of the ground it's like 70 if we miss our trigger, and 120 if we hit. And Blizzard right now is doing 175 out of ground, so yeah. That's the plan. There's one. Woohoo! We need to use our potions here. Okay. 1 out of 10. 1 out of 9. 8 more to go. Let's go. Pop out. Good job. That's what I like to see. Okay. do that, you pop out, and then we... Oh, you didn't pop out. Lame. Well, we'll still blizzard and attack you. Thank you for popping out. Get gunbladed. Sword slash to death. Sword slash to the face, you're on fire. Woohoo! Oh, we didn't get any Quistis name. It hasn't given us a chance to name Quistis. This is an option. Yeah, it just hasn't given us a chance yet. I forget how we rename people who aren't Squall. But there won't be a Quistis name vote if we have it. She'll just be Cassie. Ah, I borked it. There we go. Pop out. Pop out, you loser. How am I supposed to drop 200 damage attacks on you if you hide in the sand like a coward? Thank you, dumb fish. Get blizzarded. Only for 59, lame. Or get sword slash to the face. Just like that. Bomb. Really? Quistis, do better. You're embarrassing yourself in front of your students. I thought it was something. I got that thigh back. I think I remember that. Well, that means, Cassie, you're going to be Rinoa. So you're going to be the love interest, Cassie. It's going to be the great romance between Death and Cassie. And then we're going to name Odin Cassie's boyfriend. So we're going to have... we're going to have Death, and one of Death's girlfriends is going to be Cassie's boyfriend. I love it. Freeze and die, you stupid fish. You got the freeze part down. Not so much the die part. There you go, you did it right that time. I also know in later games you're just not going to be able to name anyone once they start voice casting things. So it's going to be an end of an era, eventually. Okay, I've lost count of how many fish fights we've had. Is that our third or our fourth? Either way, we still have like 5 more, maybe 6. Such excitement. It's probably better just to keep on dropping blizzards on the fish when they're in the soil. I don't like this angle when we do the Resogun if it flashes a bit. Because the enemies are right up in the screen here. It's not pleasant. I mean, it was still the 90s, so... come on. Do. I'm going to take a moment and review. So I have this guide, but I want to check what we actually want equipped for Ifrit. And the answer is, it looks like we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these. So I was right, there is like a whole slew that we need to get before Ifrit. Blech. Well, I'm gonna keep fighting fishies. Wow. I can speed up. So we can do that. Let's stop that, because I am actually failing and they're getting lots of attacks in. Yeah. The hardware acceleration idea was cool, but it's not actually good. We could cheat and do power mode, but yeah, I don't see a point for the hardware acceleration when I am taking a lot of damage and missing the not Resicans, but the sword pulls. We haven't actually gotten to do a Resican yet. Allegedly, though, if we can get a full stack of thunder on the elemental attack for Death's Head, when we do the big, unbeatable, allegedly, boss fight, a Rezikin will just kill it. I don't think we're going to get to that fight tonight, though. Because, wow, I'm getting so tired of grinding. I don't like it. I don't like grinding ever. Says the gal doing every Final Fantasy game. Hi, I don't like grinding. Let's play Grinding the Game series. Ugh. It's fine. It does seem like this is the bad grinding moment. Although there's probably going to be a bad grinding moment. Now that I think about it, every time we get a new GF, we're going to have to grind their abilities, aren't we? Ugh, that's annoying. I didn't even try for that trigger. I was casting Blizzard. Whoops. Leaving damage on the table. What sort of DPS am I? Okay, Death said, you're near death. Please give me a Rezikin for that other fish. I want to Rezikin the fish. Okay, Death said, you are... there we go. Renzikin the fish. Renzokakin. I did not do that perfectly. Oh no. Come on, Rezikin the fish again. Okay. I messed it up again. But basically, yeah, if I hit my trigger at that box for all of them, it's even more hits. But that's our sign to use some of our cure magic. What do you have cure junctions to? HP. Okay, you can live with less HP, so with less max HP, so it's fine. Later we won't want that. For now it's fine. I just wish we could Renzokin more often. Because even a botched Renzokin was like 200 damage. Which I guess is kind of an interesting idea, because it makes a big risk-reward element in combat, because you want to be on the verge of death to get your big damage going, but also it's so uncomfy, and raising is a pain. Yay, you're out. Sword slash to the face and you're on fire. I thought of that Tumblr post, and I just can't get it out of my head now. Because that's what we're doing. We're doing the edgiest, like, teenage fantasy of, I hit you with my sword that's also a gun, and now you're on fire. And my name is Death, and I wear all black and the fur-lined leather jacket, and I'm too cool for school. Let's go. It's so awesome. Like, it's so edgelord that it turns around again to be, like, just a cool deconstruction of a freaking teenager. Like, I legitimately don't think we're supposed to take... No, I know that we're not supposed to take Squall seriously because we see character growth in a positive direction over the story, right? So, like, we're not supposed to take him seriously when he's like this. And it's so over the top because of that. If I have the opportunity to rename him once he, like, matures, I might do that. And just, like, embrace my weird Death Samuel head headcanon. And just be like, yeah, no, my name's actually Sam. I'm sorry for being edgy. I was 17 and... just having a time. That's a great little story beat. I also hope that I, as a player, get better at hitting frickin' R1 at the appropriate time in my combo. Because I am bad at that right now. And I need to be good at it. Like that. That's how I need to be. Can I do that every time and during my Renzokens? Woohoo! That's our second of like 6 abilities learned. Now we need to learn Elemental Defense Up. And Choo Choo needs to learn Elemental Attack Up. And actually, no, that's the last one we need for Shiva. Not for Shiva, for fighting Ifrit. Like, I want Card, I want Vitality Up, I want Spirit Up, I want Magic Refinement. And what do you get? You give us Card, which lets us capture enemies as cards. Magic Damage Up. And Thunder Magic Refinement. And you can refine magic from the cards. So, like... yeah. So we're actually not very far from where we can kind of start moving the story forward. We need to get one more bit, and then make sure that we're capped up on enough magic types to fill up our junction slots, and then we can go murderize Ifrit. And then if I'm understanding things correctly, that should put us at about the point where the enemies increase to the next tier. And that will make us able to get the next level of Thunder from an enemy in this region. And we'll want to cap out on that through a grind at our next stream. And then we won't really have any grinds until... we'll have another GF grind next time. Because at the end of next stream of that mission, we get another GF. But, like, we'll be not having another draw grind for a while. And then as the game goes on, we should mostly be carding enemies and refining the cards, which should give us a lot of high-level magic, and we shouldn't have to draw grind at all until, like, the very late game. That's my understanding. We'll see how it pans out. If I end up having to do something like this every session, I might just take the L and say, nope, we don't finish this game. Because this is so tedious, and I am not a fan of spending my limited free time on tedious bullshit. Bonk. And there's that blizzard. Getting better at the fire part. Give me a big freeze. 172 damage is a pretty big freeze. Let's go. Love our girlfriends leveling up. Wish they'd just learn the powers instead. Bonk. Has that satisfying spring. Okay, yes, please attack Quistis. Quistis has more HP. Death's Head might be in a Rentai Gusken range. We'll see. Nope. What good are you then? Come on, you're in yellow. When you're in yellow, you should be able to limit break. I don't like how the threat isn't clear. It doesn't make it clear about when you're going to be able to limit break. Oh, see, I could limit break there. But I didn't, because I took through too fast. And now I can't. Game. Okay, let's use potions. Okay, come on, give me more fishy fights. I hope later in the game we get more effective AP generation techniques than just walking back and forth and killing fish. I missed my attack. Bonk. Too late again. bonk again. Miss again. Oh my gosh. This is fatigue, though. I'm losing because I'm beginning to lose because of fatigue. Come on. This has not been entertainment. Ah. I think in the future what I'll do, when we get GFs, I'll do my GF grind off screen. Because I think with like one exception, the GFs I know so far, I can time to get them at the end of stream, and then I can grind off stream. So that I don't have to sit here and be entertaining while I am snoozing, and I can like listen to a podcast or something. That sounds brilliant. Bunk. Yeah, gosh, I've been grinding for like 2 hours here. It's so much. It's so much of the same stupid fight over and over again to prep according to this fact. It's like, was this fun in like 98 or whatever? I guess. Also, I guess not. I guess like there's bad reviews of this game. It's not FF2 though. Oh my gosh, FF2 I ground like this and got nothing. Like I literally, it's in the VODs. I ground for like 2, 3, 4 hours or something and didn't get a single stat increase. It was absurd. Like what the hell? FF2 is so bad. It's a pity, because it's got a pretty decent story that is kind of also a complete ripoff of Star Wars. But... yeah. It's because Final Fantasy II, the way it works is every time you do attacks, there's a chance, not a guarantee, a chance that the stat improves. So it is possible to grind for hours and not have that happen because you keep failing your dice rolls. Yay. Pixel Remaster was less painful because they adjusted the weights on those die rolls, but it was still torture. That game was torture. FF2, torturous game. Why am I continuing to miss my triggers? Oh my gosh, I thought I had it down. They didn't. That's the thing. They didn't have to stretch out FF2. FF2 had a long and epic and interesting and exciting story. Like, FF2 is legitimately nifty and cool and fun, and I'm like, how the hell did you fit this on an NES cartridge, right? Like, you're going through, you're fighting, you're infiltrating the kingdom, you're rescuing things, you're going out to try to stop the Death Star, you're failing, it's coming back to nuke the world. Like, at one point, the evil person, like, kidnaps the princess and you have to go fight a gladiator arena to get her back. Another time, like, you think that the princess is like trying to seduce you, but no, it's a snake girl in the disguise, and she almost kills the protagonist, who is like totally down to hop in bed with the princess. And like, you kill the boss, and he goes to hell and decides to destroy the universe, and you have to like go through hell to kill him again, kill him deader. Oh my god. It's not 50, it's 100. 100's... Next time on stream, more grinding. Because I can't grind that much AP tonight. I am too shot and I have work in the morning. So, woo. Who's live? No one's live? Really? We can... Joe Cat is streaming. We can go into Joe Cat if his raid settings will let us. How many people do we have here? We have a couple people. Let's see if we can sneak into raid Joe Cat. I think I don't have enough people to be allowed to do that. We do! Yay! Everyone be polite, though. Apparently this dude has had a bad time lately. But, woohoo! J Omega Protocol says trans rights. Let's go. Next time, more grind. Rah.